Hey guys, Louis13 here. Doing a Fenrir build today. Hope you guys enjoy. And yes, I am using a Battlefield Hardline theme. Leave me alone. Hey guys, it is Louis13 here. Basically, I'm going to be making a video over how to play Fenrir and what his build should be in certain situations. So go over to gods, let's go to Fenrir, a diamond, 2,000, almost 2,500 worshippers. These are my skins. Basically got all the skins except for these two exclusive ones. I want this one so bad. But let's get back on topic. Let's go over to items. Alright. I had a better setup, but for some reason I decided to start over and then I got lazy. So let's start over. So basically, starter items, you could do this, just because it just gives you a little bit extra gold and health just for being near your friends or just killing minions. It gives you plus 4 gold. Or you could do this one right here, because Fenrir is a good jungler. He's got natural life steal, so he's just something that's just he's a great jungler. So after that, to actually start off with your build, if you don't actually care about starter items or anything, you could always go to the boots. You always start with boots. What am I saying? Some people like to go for this, just because it's just more power and more movement speed. No, it's not. No, it's not. Basically, it sacrifices a little bit of physical power just for attack speed. And this is where Fenrir shines, in my opinion. He could be a slow bruiser, but honestly, there's going to be times where people get away just because you're just so slow at swinging your freaking arms. So, I mean, you can pick that, but I'd suggest you get this one, Ninja Tabby. Just because the way I'm building Fenrir, he's a nice mix between speed Fenrir and power Fenrir. He's right in the middle. Start with the boots. After the boots, you would go straight for power. Power and a little bit of health. And this is when my build comes together. I named this build literally No Escape Fenrir. The reason being is because if you're hitting someone, they're not going to get away from you. And I'll tell you why. Basically, the Frostbound Hammer does. You want to get this. Oh crap, what did I do? What did I do? Hang on. Sorry, I'm a little bit autistic. Basically, what this does is if you hit someone, it slows them down. Usually, if you hit someone, it does not slow them down. But if you get this, it's the reason why it's called Frostbound Hammer, is because it slows them down. On top of that, it gives you plus 300 health, which is always helpful, and 25 physical power. Physical power and physical penetration is what you want on Fenrir, and a little bit of speed. So this is our next item. I don't know why you didn't just freaking click it, but whatever. Then you want defense. Now, I'm just going to put it here just because I can. Basically, what you need for defense is both physical and magical. And on top of that, you're going to need health and mana, just because Fenrir kind of relies on his abilities. And basically, what this does is, you can read the passive on the bottom there. You gain plus 3 magical protection and plus 3 physical protection for each god kill or assist. And there's 10 stacks of that. So Fenrir, you can make him have high sustain, and that's I'm actually gonna get back to that later. But basically, this is a nice even, like it's right in between physical and magical. On top of that, when it stacks, it's freaking OP. You're basically a tank, all right? I'm not even lying. Like, Fenrir is an assassin, but he's a tanky assassin, to be honest. But if you're playing against all physicals, obviously you'd pick this, or all magical, you pick something else, like more magical defense. Now, I always go high to the urgent. That's usually what I pick. The next item you want after that is going to be lifesteal. Now, why lifesteal? Well, I'll tell you why right now. Bloodforge. What it does is, so we all know what lifesteal is. You hit someone, it gives you health back. Now, the Howl ability on Fenrir, what does it do? It gives you power, more like physical power, and it gives you lifesteal. Now, yeah, that's great and all, but why do we need another lifesteal? Because if you howl and you hit someone, you're gonna have the howling lifesteal. That's just, I think it's 25, 30. Actually, I think it's 35% lifesteal. And on top of this is gonna make it 45% lifesteal. That's basically half of whatever you hit the person for. So that's pretty good. As long as you're hitting someone, you are basically going to be invincible, if not just super tanky. So we're gonna want lifesteal. On top of that, the reason I picked that lifesteal is because it's physical power and not speed. Because right now we don't need speed because we have something else to give us speed. Speaking of speed, we're gonna put the what is it? We're gonna put the speed item now. Attack speed. We're gonna need this. Hastened Fatalis. What is passive on this? Well, the passive is, it's kind of like the Frost Hammer but opposite. Instead of hitting someone and them slowing down, when you hit someone you speed up. Your movement speed is buffed for as long as you hit someone. And on top of that, gives you 30% attack speed. That's pretty good. You're gonna need that. So, in combination with the Frostbound Hammer and this one, they're gonna be slowed down. And you're gonna be sped up. That's, if they're trying to run away and they don't have an escape, that person's screwed. They're not going anywhere. Now, your last item, it's a consumable, so you have to put them over here. So, let me think. Yeah, you have to put it over here because it won't pop up. What's the last thing we need? Well, we're gonna go with a bang. What do you think we need? Physical power, physical penetration, mana, cooldown reduction. Why cooldown reduction? Because Fenrir relies on his abilities. Brutalize. You get 5 runes on Brutalize and you activate that, splash damage all the way around. 5 runes on Leap, you land on someone, stuns them. 5 runes on Ragnarok, you pick someone up, it does more damage to them, and on top of that, you have more physical and magical protection. I think it's 50% more if you have 5 runes. And Howl, what does that do? Well, 5 runes, it's basically 50% stronger. So what's 35%? 35% lifesteal plus 50. It's like 15. It's about 17% more. So yeah, you get 35% plus 75% plus the 15% you get from the lifesteal. So let's add this into our thing. This is not the lifesteal, by the way. The reason I'm picking this is because when you go up against tanks, you get that physical penetration. It doesn't have any passes at all. You don't even have to worry about that. Now, let's go back to Bloodforge. I forgot to tell you what the Bloodforge does, the passive. Basically, if you kill someone, it gives you a shield. It equals 200 health. So you can get hit for 190, and you also have 10% left on the shield. And on top of that, you get 20% movement speed, which is another reason why no one's getting away from you. So let's add this into our build. Now, relics. Let's go to relics. I always go with meditation, because meditation, it just gives you health and mana. It means you can stay out there longer without having to go back to your base and sacrifice them getting more kills on the minions when you can hold the lines. The second relic really doesn't matter that much. You can get Sanctuary, but please, if you use Sanctuary, I hate you. So many people get away with Sanctuary, and it makes me mad. You can probably get Frenzy just for an extra bonus damage, or Curse just to make them not get away at all, just to freaking overkill it. But I'm gonna go with more damage. Now, we're gonna add those into our build. Now, consumables, I really don't use them that much, to be honest, just because I never really need to. But still, it's pretty good to have some, but I don't use them, to be honest. The only ones I use is the elixirs. So we're gonna save the build, and we're gonna go over to the jungle practice. Wait, this is the wrong one. Let's go over to Fenrir. Let's just go with good old Frostbank. Probably my most favorite skin. Just because I like it looks kind of whitish on him, that's really why. And yes, I have 2,036 kills, 125 wins, 1,618. I actually did a special on the 2,000 kills. If you want to watch that, it's the video before this one. Let's get our Fenrir up. And yes, I'm freaking doing this on a PlayStation. I don't have a PC. Leave me alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Bam, 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 bam. All right. We got our full build. It's almost end game. One thing Fenrir is good at is early game. Now, does that mean he has bad late game? A lot of people say he does. Does he? Not in my opinion, no. Not with this build, no. So let's look at a normal hit, no buffs, no nothing. 224. Is that good? It's alright. Now, see the runes at the bottom there, next to the health bar? You get 5 runes, you activate an ability, it's basically that ability on steroids. So, watch. This is Leap on steroids. Stuns him. Now, if you have 2 runes and you activate the ability, it's not going to do anything. It only works with 5. When you have 2, it doesn't use it up at all. It only uses the runes when it's at 5. Now, let's use the Leap again, just to show you what happens when you don't use it. No stun, but 425 damage. Now that we know that, let's see what the howl does. This is actually, we should probably do something else. All right, let's start off with normal howl. Like, yeah, let's wait for the buff to go away. All right, so we got 224 on a normal hit and a normal howl, 228. Wait for the howl to come back. Let's just keep beating on him just for fun. Now, howl on steroids, how much does it give you? 320. Now, you have to choose when to use your runes wisely, alright? Now, let's see how fast we can kill this raw. And as we see, Bloodforge has taken its place. As you can see, it is working right now, and you can see the force field around him. A little red thing, and he's also faster, and he's got a force field on his health, as you can see. Now, Ragnarok, what does it do? It's really basically the same thing, except you're just buff. You're basically invincible if you have 5 runes and use them. Now, Brutalize has splash damage on 5 runes. So yes, I killed 3 people with 1 claw. Now if we wait for them to spawn again, and I don't use all 5 runes, and I do Brutalize, what will happen? It's just going to kill 1 minion, not the ones behind it. And yes, if you have 5 runes and you howl and it's late game, you can one-shot minions. Now, what camps do you need when playing Fenrir? What is it? I usually do Joust, so usually it's just damage or mana. But if you're playing Conquest, speed is always an option. A fast Fenrir is a good Fenrir. Mana is also a great option just because he uses his abilities a lot, but towards the end you really don't need to worry about it. Now, that's just movement speed. You really don't need to get that. Now, damage. This is what I suggest you get is damage, because more damage on Fenrir equals more kills. Now we have damage. And that's meditation. It gives you health and mana back. Now Ragnarok, what's some good tactics with Ragnarok? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious. You grab someone, you take them somewhere. So when you go inside a tower, what does that do? It starts attacking you. So let's imagine this is the tower. And if you go inside the tower, it starts shooting you. All you do is just pick someone up and set them inside the tower. And then they're going to die from the tower hitting them, and you get all the credit for it. Now, let's see how many shots it takes to kill Ra with all our buffs. No leaps, no nothing, just straight up going in his face and hitting him. 6 hits. 6 hits just to kill a Ra. Now, if they're running away from you, actually, I should probably show you this. If they're running away from you, look, see how fast I'm moving side to side when I'm hitting him? Oh crap, it's not actually. He slowed me down, that's why. Wait for him to go away. Go away. When you hit him, you get sped up. And you can see it on the bottom there with the buffs. If you stop hitting him, it goes away. And as you see, Hide of the Urchin is stacking up. That means we are tankier, alright? We're very tanky. Now, if we get 10 of them, and we go up against the giant, we're going to be basically unstoppable. I'm not even playing right now. Alright, we have 6 stacks. Now, let's go fight the giant. Let's see how many hits we can take. Where's the giant? There it is. By the way, yes, you can go through walls with that ability. Give me a hit. Look at that. Didn't even take away the force field. See here, take some hits. Now see, health is going down. You hit him with normal attacks, gives you health back. Howl. Health is going right back up. And plus, we're going to start over, just because I was just sitting there for an example. That was just an example. I was taking a lot of hits early on. Let's go in there, let's howl, let's keep our health up. I'm wondering if I should put some background music. Nah. One on one time, baby. Alright, let's wait till we get all our buffs. Level 20 Conquest, you will be able to take this. Just strafe. That's all you gotta do is strafe. Go in circles. That's the best tactic to do. Look at this. Howl again. More life steal. Where's my health at? It's not even a quarter of the way down. Howl again. More health back. Finish him with brutalize. And yes, you can leap through walls. And you can actually scan the area to see who's going to be under there, because there'll be like little boxes showing you what you're going to hit. Now, say for example, you know there's someone on the other side of this wall. You will, let me show you. I think it's right here. Yep. You will latch onto them and you will kill them. Say there's someone right here. It only works with minions, but usually people are your minions, obviously. So you go over here, stunned. Bam. Wow, amazing. I know, right? And we're back to level 1. Well, this was my Fenrir build walkthrough. A few tactics. If there's 2 mages, you can take them, alright? If you have a pounce ability, and you got 5 runes, you just pounce exactly where you're standing, and you got 2 stun mages, and you got a howl, hit them, bam. One's dead, the other one's starting to run, you hit him, they're slowed down, you're sped up. They use a leap, you use your 2 leaps, and yes, you can use the first leap, the one that you literally pounce on people. That is a leap, that's an escape as well. Brutalize, that's another one, that's why you can go through walls with it. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you guys understand Fenrir a little bit better. Basically, it's really, you can perfect Fenrir if you understand what he's good at, what he can and cannot do, and just understand the runes. Another thing, crowd control kills Fenrir so fast. If you're going up against an Ares, a Sobek, and a freaking what is it? What's that guy's name? The guy who freaking drinks and stuff and he burps. I forgot what his name is. If you're going up against those 3, you're screwed. I'm sorry, but you are. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, Louie here. Again, after the freaking video. I know, right? It's like freaking like some Matrix stuff here, I know? I'm just kidding, no. But for real, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every view, every like, every comment, everything. Honestly, it's summer, I have nothing to do but do this. So thank you guys for everything, every subscriber, every like, every comment, anything. Thank you. I can't express it. It makes me happy making videos, and I hope you guys are happy watching my videos. So thank you again. This is Louie13 signing off.